What is going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jez, Just Doing Me. Today we're back with some more Journal with Witch with episode 10. Been loving the season so far. Definitely the hidden gem for sure. Maybe not so much hidden anymore, but I've seen y'all been really enjoying as well with the support y'all been showing to the videos and just the comment section as well, giving a lot more insight into why you like the series so much and everything like that. So thank y'all dearly. We'll see what, of course, happens in this episode. Asa is now writing a song. At least she's trying to kind of stand out in her club and be able to be kind of put front stage. She's of course been struggling with it, obviously. She had a lot of gripes with it before, obviously, like, I have all these things happen to me, because like I even said in that video as well, where it's like, when even for musicians, like when they go through heartbreak or anything like that, it kind of leads to good art, it leads to good music. So she was kind of frustrated about that, of like, I've had all this traumatic stuff happen to me and I'm not able to kind of put pen to paper and really like articulate that, right? So she asked Makio for some help. She really didn't like her advice, but we'll see how she takes it in this episode. And yeah, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Let's jump right into it. Okay, these are all the tips that she gave her. Yeah, intent to kill, she said. Kasamachi. Very, very true. Sometimes, bro, you just need to get stuff off your chest. Old people would be some of the most rude, disrespectful people on the planet. And I understand like they're going through a lot when it comes to health and everything, but it's like, damn, bro, you can't take that on people around you. I mean, if he was already that bad before his sickness, yeah, it's not making it any better. I like that line. Is that how she feels towards her parents? And that was the first time I think I've seen her dad in like a flashback or something from her. Again, I always say she never talks about her father, bro, or even like sees him like visions or anything. It's always her mother. Episode 10, Bind. Starting off with Emery this time. This might be the focus on the sexuality we were talking about. We haven't seen her dad at all either. She has like a very different attitude towards her dad than towards her mom, Emery. Even the way she looked at him when he was given the food. Oh, they're meeting up. Okay. Who is that? Oh, that's old girl. That's the one I said it looks like Makio a little bit. Yeah. So they're kind of have like a little friendship going. They're on like nickname basis. She knows more about what she's doing next year than Asa does. Okay, I like the little wave back. I thought maybe she was gonna feel isolated again. Dating again. So definitely a focus on Emery this episode for sure. Okay, so he kind of like couldn't get with Emery and he switched over to another girl. I was the same exact way in high school too. I didn't give a damn about all this talk and just like, I guess like this, oh, this person's going out with this person, like they broke up over here, like that has nothing to do with me, bro. Okay, so they're about to be going into a break real soon. Real. Real. And they're just laughing about it too, real. Or what Juno said. That was a really interesting character. I hope they bring Juno back. She finds it so embarrassing. I liked it though. I like that last shot that she had. Who's she talking to? She comes first. I like that. Mom. What happened? But did it passed and they didn't do anything for her? God damn. We're in a thing here. That's crazy. That's 4 months. But she didn't make a big deal about it. Like, we didn't even know as viewers. That's fire. I like that. I was thinking, has it been a year already? Damn. They just come to like commemorate them. I had that recently as well with my fiance's grandfather. Like they get together every year and kind of just like share a drink and like just eat and just like remember him kind of thing. I think it's nice to just do something, even if it's just to get together and just kind of like just eat or like just talk or just kind of keep the family together. That's not how it works though, I'll tell you that much. Exactly. Having a kid is a lifelong thing. Exactly. She's going to be coming to you when she's 10 years from now, 15 years from now. It's a lifelong thing, bro. I deal with the devil. And even from Macula's point of view as well, like she might think in herself, it's a couple more years, but it's a couple more years that you live with her, you're probably gonna be even get to the point where like I want to be with you forever. Like I want you to come and rely on me and need me for things. I love Juno so much. I was just asking for more of them to be in the episode too, and they just gave it to me. That's crazy. All the memories they've had. And if those are her favorites, that's fire. Pictures are a glimpse into the past, bro. A glimpse into the soul. Always document what you got going on. That's why I kind of like these videos, because I can look back on them and kind of see like, oh, I was kind of feeling this way, or I was acting this way during this point in time. What's happening? Okay. Oh, it's her chance. This is gonna be the big finale for her, for sure. Ooh. Oh, wow. So you can just do a cover. So is it a group thing, or are they doing it by themselves? I'm kind of confused on that. So it's like they're all taking turns to be the lead singer, or it's like we're doing it as a group? Well, he's saying our own original song, so it must be a group thing. Oh. Okay, so it is, yeah, definitely a group thing then. She was like, I'm gonna do the lyrics for our song then. Okay, never mind then. So yeah, so I guess they're all taking turns. This is nice though. I like this camaraderie. And I also like she's kind of forming another group that's outside of like Emery and everything. She's remembering them. There goes Dad too, like I said. Don't really get to see him that often. That's such a sad thing though. She kind of feels like it's a curse for like her parents and everything with the passing. Every time they bring it back to Emery, it's always about those traditional relationships and boyfriends, and even right there with the, oh, we're just meant to get married. Who gives a fuck? Ooh, this is pretty. And we haven't seen this done for anyone else besides, of course, Makio and Asa, this type of imagery. She turned it off. And she's really ignoring her. Ooh. I even think about that, how it could have affected her too as well. She probably saw them as like aunts and uncles. That must have been a crazy shock for her. What do I do? Oh my gosh. Damn, is that how she feels? Like, if I leave you alone, like she feels like in debt to her in a sense? Or maybe she feels like she's quit mentally. Like, yeah, we still hang out and stuff, but like, we really don't get along in other ways. Ooh. Yeah, this is definitely going in that direction for sure, for sure. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely going against the status quo for sure. Sexuality is definitely being explored with her. I wonder what Asa was hitting her up about. Real. So real. Bro, I'd be relating to a lot of these characters in so many different ways. Like I'm so Makio coded, but I don't know if that's all necessarily a good thing. So I'm saying, like, sometimes like people who are just very to themselves and like introverted, like that is their peace, that is their haven. But of course for others it might be the opposite. I get the title, okay, bind, like curse, like being binded by something. Like it makes a lot more sense now. Got a flashback. Was he even paying attention? It sounded like jealousy right there where she said it. Oh. Her bullying is very like prominent in Japan as well. Like, and it's just some hearsay. Oh wow, she chose out. Oh, she's kind of doing the opposite of what her dad said. Damn, very curt too. Right back into the desert. It was kind of like pulling her out a little bit too, kind of being in that kind of community. What happened? Oh shit. Team applicants. Point deductions? I mean, I'd be angry too if it's just based on my gender. They want to turn me away and give me point deduction. I'm gonna watch that part back real quick as well, just to make sure I get everything about it. Very good episode though, as always. I really like the peer into Emery's point of view of everything as well, because that's not really even talked about enough too, where it's like that kind of like, I feel in debt to still be her friend, and like maybe we don't really get along as much as we used to, because our families, we had the families kind of keeping us together. And now it's kind of like I'm only her friend because of that reason. So there goes episode 10 for Journal with Witch. I did go back and rewatch that last part just to make sure I grasped everything entirely. So basically, what was going on with Chio is that they, not just for her, but for any female applicants, they were deducting points secretly just because they were girls, just because they were women. And that's why she was so angry, obviously. And of course, we saw before, because she's trying to get into medical university. We saw before, I think they said her parents were like, had to already do kind of like science and everything like that. She was going down the science track. So she was kind of going to become a doctor, at least go into that kind of field. And to see that, or like, I'm already being deducted points just because I'm a woman, which is a very prominent thing, like whether it be over there, whether it be in America, where like a lot of stuff is like male dominated, right? And her anger is warranted. Obviously, that's very discriminatory, shouldn't be happening. So that was interesting. I'm also interested as well, like why Asa is like so, like she was like, I couldn't look away, like why she was so enthralled by that, of that like outburst of rage and everything like that. Again, this is definitely a lot more of an Emery focused episode. We saw a little bit of, not even a little bit, they showed a good bit of like how like she kind of feels towards the entire thing of like, we grew up again side by side as families, so like the loss of them hurt me as well, right? Like that was basically like my aunt and uncle. I spent my entire childhood like growing up at their house and eating their food and sleeping over and everything like that, so it hurt me just as much. And then even as we're growing, of course, going to high school and everything like that, it's like, damn, like I kind of feel in debt. Again, I keep saying that word in debt, but like I feel like binded, again, that curse of still being Asa's friend. And not to say that she doesn't like Asa or she hates Asa or anything like that, at least I hope not, but just like I feel like I owe it maybe to them, like the the late parents, or just maybe I owe it to Asa in the sense to like still be her friend and still be there for her, even though we kind of are kind of like going like this, or like going in different directions where like I kind of have other friends, I have other girlfriends, like sexuality, like I'm not like down for the same stuff that we used to be doing. Like people are asking me about like boyfriends and people dating me, and oh, don't you care that the guy that was going after you is dating another girl now? She's like, I don't care about that at all. Like that has no effect on me, because I'm not even looking at guys. So, what I'm saying? I'm trying to go to this all girls school, with her girlfriend, with the girl she was sitting with and kind of going on a date with, basically. And like that was just very, very interesting. And we kind of have like, and y'all said it as well, we kind of seen that little bit of the sexuality stuff kind of going on like 3 to 4 episodes ago. Sometimes it kind of takes the forefront, sometimes it kind of takes a step back. Obviously this is like a Makio and Asa Ran thing, but I just love how they always pay very good like emphasis on a lot of these different issues when it comes to like Kasama, even like the Kashimachi's part at the very beginning, where it's like, my dad has always been a dickhead, and like I don't like the way he's acting right now towards like these the nurses and the doctors in the hospital when they're taking care of him. And then of course we have Makio being like, I hope one day you're able to break that curse and just break that feeling and that fight you kind of had with your father. And he says the same way with you, and how you are with your sister and everything like that, your late sister. And again, that's like, all this stuff is very real, all this stuff is very genuine. It's also beautiful in a way, even though it's kind of sad and it's kind of a lot of trauma is there for a lot of these different situations. It's like, it's beautiful in a sense, because this is a very real thing. It's very realistic. Like I haven't seen a show before like that's tackled all these different things, and it doesn't feel like, oh, it's just kind of thrown in for shock value, or they're not giving it the attention that it needs, or they're kind of just using it as like a little gag or something like that. Like all this stuff feels so genuine. It feels like you're just kind of peering in to different people's lives at just different points. You know what I'm saying? And like it's just, and it flows so well as well. Even not like that I guess like that bombshell of like her birthday was in September, we didn't even celebrate it or nothing. Of course there was a lot of stuff going on, a lot of trauma trying to be like recovered from, so it kind of makes sense that like no one's even really thinking about birthdays. But it is really important to celebrate that. And like even Makio would know, like even though I might not celebrate it, like you growing up, like it is a cause for celebration. And even the part, again, I'm kind of just rambling now, but even I like the part as well where it was like You know, just in a couple of years, like when Asa kind of turns the age of an adult, I can kind of step back and she can kind of go live her life. I'm kind of just taking care of her until that point. And Juno being like, that's not how parenting works. We even got a little bit of that a couple episodes ago when Makia was talking to Emery's mother and was being like how it is to have a kid. And Emery's mother was being very what's the word, like transparent with it. Like, sometimes I regret it sometimes, right? Like, you know, this is a lifelong thing. Like, this is not just like, oh, I can just stop being a parent one day. Like, even after you die, you're still a parent, in the sense like you hope you leave your kids with enough wisdom and like preparation to where they can kind of live on without you. Like, it doesn't stop. And Maki was kind of coming to the terms with that as well, of being like, yeah, like I'm going through the favorites in my photos, and it's just Asa, things to remind me of Asa, the parents around Asa. Like, my life is starting to change drastically as well. They're really having this effect on each other. And it's just a beautiful anime, bro. It's so well done. I love this. I'm always anticipating the next episode every single week. It's probably my favorite out of this season. I know there's a lot of good anime coming out when it comes to like the Fire Force and when it comes to like the JJK, you know, the shonens and everything. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I love anime like this. So I love the Beastars. I love the Orb. I love the what's it called? The Summer Hikaru Diet. When it's kind of like, there's still popular anime. I'm not saying I'm the only one watching it, but it's definitely kind of more of the lesser known. They have a lot of good stories to tell, and it's just kind of up for you to find it and really hone in and lock in with this. Again, this one has become very, very popular ever since its release with each passing week, and I'm so glad it has. But of course, as always, if you stayed this far, thank you so much. I know I like to ramble and kind of get all my thoughts out on every week's episode at the end. So again, if you stayed this far, thank you so much. Let me know your thoughts down below, as y'all always do. You always are very, very insightful. Anything that I missed or maybe I'm not picking up on or you didn't hear me talk about, let me know down below as well. This is very therapeutic to watch this every single week. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank y'all for all the support, the likes, the subs, the comments, hyping the videos, all of that good stuff. I'll be seeing y'all in the next video. Peace.